ASMR Gaming News. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to ASMR Gaming News. Please hit that like button, sit back, relax, and let's begin. So, first piece of news this week is for Fortnite, specifically Battle Royale mode. So, two big things happened this week. Okay, so the first, Fortnite, the Westworld area of the map became Pandora. There's this huge Borderlands 3 and Fortnite crossover event occurring right now. They actually released a special bundle on the item shop in Fortnite for a Psycho Bandit skin and a Claptrap back bling. If anyone has ever played a Borderlands game, you probably recognize both of these characters. And it was met with a lot of success. Like, fans of both Borderlands and Fortnite very, very happy with this event. Lots of people picked up the skin. I'm starting to see it a lot more in games now, so I think a lot of people decided to pick it up. So that was a big deal, and apparently they did an additional type of promotion where if you pre-ordered Borderlands 3 on the Epic Games item, or Epic Games store, I was going to call it item shop. If you pre-ordered it on the Epic Games store, you get the skin for free on Fortnite. So I actually would have done that if I knew that if I just pre-ordered, I would have gotten it, in Fortnite without having to buy it, just because I was interested in picking up Borderlands 3. So that's really cool. And additionally, the area of the map is completely cel-shaded. That's in the right bottom corner of the map, the area known as Westworld, right underneath Paradise Palms. If any of you have ever landed there, it's a pretty nice spot, some good loot, some good drop areas there, but the entire area is cel-shaded in the style of Borderlands. So if you've ever played a Borderlands game, the art style, very unique, lots of shading and graphic effects. So they applied those same type of effects in Fortnite, and I thought I'd just mention something kind of fun regarding all of this, but Epic Games, of course, has the Unreal Engine, and the Unreal Engine, specifically Unreal Engine 3 and Unreal Engine 4, is responsible for a lot of video games. So it's extremely easy for a developer to kind of have it a certain art style that Epic Games can just then copy into Fortnite or any other game. There are so many games. I'm going to use an example, Kingdom Hearts 3. Let's just say that Epic Games wanted to do a Kingdom Hearts collab or crossover in Fortnite. It would be very, very easy for them to capture the exact same anime art style and put it right into an area of the map in Fortnite. And the reason for that is Epic Games owns Unreal Engine, and Kingdom Hearts 3 runs on Unreal Engine 4. So it would just be a copy-paste job of the shader effects and the shading and specific settings that they use for that, and they just integrate that into Fortnite. So that's what they did with the Borderlands collab. So a lot of people were they must have worked for a very, very, very long time to get this new area of the game to look like this. But in reality, all they did was import the shading and shaders and stuff that Borderlands 3 will probably use directly into Fortnite. So that's awesome. Just thought I would mention that because I think it's really cool. But yeah, really fun area. I dropped there a few times with the skin, of course. It's really cool to have a actual area change. I wish they did that for the John Wick crossover collab event thing that they had with the John Wick skin. If they made an area of the map look like the actual movie, not just have a location, but actually make it look realistic, that would have been funny. But additionally, there was a bad thing that happened this week in Fortnite. for the community for the most part. Some people actually liked it, but most of the community, including streamers and pro players, were very angry. Fortnite nerfed turbo building and made it so it was very, very difficult to make 90s and lots of other things in the game as well. Like you couldn't spam build, or it was harder to take someone's walls. If you were boxed in, it was harder to get out, stuff like that. So what happened was the community was very, very angry and was tweeting at Epic Games and everything, and then shortly after, Epic Games reverted the update, the nerf, and can create 90s just as you could before this nerf, so everyone's happy again. So that's interesting. I guess the community, you know, they really listen to people. Hopefully they do that with Siphon. It would be nice to see that come back like forever in the main version of the game. But let's head on to some other news now regarding Nintendo. So Nintendo this week posted a tweet about Super Mario, mentioning that Mario is enjoying sunshine. And there was a picture of Mario, you know, relaxing in the sun. And people immediately started thinking this was a tease of a potential upcoming Super Mario Sunshine, a remaster, remake, or sequel of some kind. So there's a lot of speculation going on right now about that. I'm not sure what it could mean. Nintendo could just be, you know, trolling people, or genuinely posting a picture of Mario relaxing in the sunshine and didn't intend anything else other than that. But regardless, people are saying that we might get an announcement for a Super Mario game later this year, like in December or something. So if that actually happens, that'll be awesome. Hopefully we get some more news very, very soon. But I'd love a new Super Mario Sunshine game, or a remaster of the GameCube game. And speaking of Nintendo Switch, some great news came out. So Overwatch is a game that a lot of people want on the Nintendo Switch, and the developers have talked multiple times about maybe doing it, but they have nothing to say at the moment. And this past week, a Nintendo Switch carrying case leaked, and this was an official Overwatch Nintendo Switch carrying case. So a lot of people are saying, why in the world would the Switch have a carrying case for Overwatch? It doesn't make sense, you know. That's like PlayStation 4 getting a cover or something, you know, like a faceplate or a theme for Pokemon or something like that. Like, that just doesn't make sense. Like, why would Pokemon Sword and Shield have a bag made for the PS4 if the game is not going to be on PS4? So what people are saying is this means that Overwatch will probably come out on the Nintendo Switch at some point. So yeah, I guess it's kind of confirmed now. Now, it might just be merch, you know, official Overwatch merch exists for everything. There's like Overwatch bed sheets, you can get like Overwatch cups and plates and t-shirts and all sorts of things. So it might just be that, or it could actually mean that we are getting an Overwatch game or port on the Switch, which I think would be awesome. So really, really hope that actually ends up being the case. Next, a controversial reveal came out this week for an upcoming Yakuza game. So Yakuza 7, which is going to be called Yakuza Like a Dragon, apparently is going to be a turn-based combat game. So Yakuza was always like an action RPG with a beat-em-up brawler elements. It was a beat-em-up in a sense. It was a fighting game. You basically had RPG elements mixed in there as well, so it was a really unique series. Lots of fans, lots of people enjoyed them. I have Yakuza 0, I have a few of the Yakuza games actually. I have 0, I have 4, and I have 5. And I have Kiwami, so there you go. The remake of the first one. But this new one is doing away with the gameplay of all the previous games, and instead it's a turn-based game like Final Fantasy, if any of you are familiar with that series, where basically you select a command and then that character attacks. You have to wait, and then the next character attacks, and there's like HP bars and damage you can do. It looks really interesting. Like, I actually like it. but longtime Yakuza fans that have grown to enjoy the way all the games play are not big fans of the new one, and there's a lot of comments online about them saying they're going to be skipping this game and waiting for the next one. But I think it looks nice, but this was a big reveal this week that caught a lot of people by surprise. And speaking of surprises, Resident Evil surprised everyone this week with a brand new teaser for an upcoming project. Apparently, Capcom is working on a new Resident Evil game called Project Resistance, and it's apparently going to be like an online multiplayer co-op style game. People are saying it's going to be like Left 4 Dead or like one of the older Resident Evil games, Outbreak, back on the PlayStation 2, which was more of like a co-op horror experience where you could team up with other people, take on zombies and stuff, so that looks interesting. We don't have an official trailer yet. It should be coming in the next week or two. They're going to show it off, and it's also going to be shown at TGS, the Tokyo Game Show, in September. But there are leaked images from the trailer that someone put out there, so I'm sure Capcom is not a fan of that. And we get to see some of the characters. The characters actually remind me of some like designs of characters in Dead Rising 1 and 2, if any of you have ever played those games. I don't know, it looks really crazy, but also really cool, so this could be a very fun zombie Resident Evil multiplayer game. There have been some bad multiplayer Resident Evil games in the past, like on PS3 and 360, but we don't talk about those. This could be good, though. New Capcom has been doing great. Next we have some Death Stranding news, one of the biggest PS4 exclusives of the year that everyone is looking forward to. Apparently got a leaked trailer that someone recorded, and they weren't supposed to record this trailer, but they recorded it and posted it on the internet, and now it's all over various game websites. And this trailer is special because it tells us what exactly we are going to be doing in Death Stranding. So for the first time ever, we finally have confirmation what Death Stranding is going to be about. So if you don't want minor spoilers, skip ahead by like 2 minutes. But if you don't really care about minor, I'm saying minor spoilers of Death Stranding, then stay here. So you've been warned. So according to this trailer, what you're going to be doing in Death Stranding is traveling from one side of the United States to the other coast. So we're going coast to coast. I think we're starting on the East Coast, and we're going to the West Coast. So you're going to go right across the entire United States in this game. And the reason you're doing this and you're going to visit different locations is to join everyone, because a lot of people have been unlinked by some kind of like futuristic internet web of sorts, and you have to like go untangle. These people have been unconnected or disconnected and reconnect them again in some way. Not exactly sure how we're going to do that, but that is what your main character in Death Stranding is going to be attempting, or that's at least his mission. We don't know if that's actually how things are going to go, but very, very cool. Too bad all the trailers got like removed off YouTube, and we only have like bad quality screenshots now, so hopefully we get an official release for that trailer really soon. Next, Crash Team Racing has a special announcement that came out this week. Spyro is going to be in the next season or special event. For those that don't know, Crash Team Racing has like, I don't want to say battle passes, but it has like seasons where they add like DLC style stuff to the game. And Spyro is going to be the third season free like DLC for Crash Team Racing. So it's free. You're going to be getting Spyro in Crash Team Racing as a way to celebrate the Spyro games and the upcoming Spyro trilogy that's releasing on Nintendo Switch and PC in just a few days. So that looks awesome. I actually really like Spyro, so the fact that he's in Crash Team Racing now, I think is really, really cool, and a lot of fans are as well. If you check out the YouTube comments for the reveal trailer, lots of very, very happy people, so I think they did a great job. Hats off to the developers for adding Spyro to the game. That was a good call. Next we have some classic retro games over here for all you retro game fans out there. Disney is going to be bringing the classic Aladdin game and Lion King game officially as part of a collection for PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. So this is coming out for everything, and when I say everything, it's legit coming out for any system, basically. So if you have PC, Xbox, PS4, Nintendo Switch, you will be able to play this. So what this is, it's the original, like, Aladdin for the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and then it's like the Game Gear and like Game Boy ports, and they're doing the same thing for Lion King. So every version of the Lion King game and every version of the Aladdin game is going to be included in this collection together. So you're getting a bunch of great games together in this collection for, we don't have a price yet, but I assume it's going to be like $30 or $40, which is not too bad considering these are, fan favorite games. So people are extremely excited. I actually can't wait to play Aladdin. Again, great game, by the way, both on the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. They are different. They both have things that people hate about one that they like about the other, and one has some better features, but better graphics as well. But another one has better music, so it really is a hit or miss depending on what you want. But yeah, that's great that they announced this. So hopefully they do this with more classic Disney games in the future. Disney now owns a lot of games, so it'd be nice if they release some of their classic retro titles for modern systems. And last piece of news is for Mega Man Zero. There is going to be a special collection featuring all the Mega Man Zero games for the Game Boy Advance, and all of the ZX games that were on the DS. So Mega Man Zero is like a spin-off of the Mega Man X series because it plays similarly. It's a running gun, 2D platformer shooter style game, but with a lot of RPG elements and upgrades. Very fun game series, very dark as well. There's some pretty dark story elements. The story is what a lot of people remember from the Mega Man Zero games, and the gameplay is a lot of fun. There's a lot of great bosses, characters, and these games are actually a little bit rare the last time I checked, especially like the Nintendo DS version. So it's nice that they're making a legacy collection coming out in 2020 for every system out there. So it's going to be PC, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, basically everything. So just like the Lion King and Aladdin collection, this legacy collection is going to be releasing on everything in January 2020. So people are very, very happy about that too. So yeah, that is all the big game news this week. Hopefully you all enjoyed listening or watching this video. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will be sure to have a new ASMR gaming video out very, very soon. So thanks again for listening, and I will see you all next time. So long, and farewell.